have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Y'all surprised, right? It ain't Billy, it's Jazzy. What's up, everybody? I'm just sitting in right now for Billy Jones. He's gonna be stepping in any second. Y'all know travel is bad in the morning. You know, everybody's rushing around. He got caught in a little bit of traffic, but I'm gonna open up his show for him because I'm his guest today. That I feel so amazing today. This is a great morning, even though it's raining outside. It's still a great morning. We woke up this morning. God woke us up, and we're healthy. So we're blessed today, and I'm glad to be sitting in this chair of Billy Jones. And I just want to, recap on how I love WHPR. I love this station. I love Henry Tyler. He is like my radio TV dad. You know, I love this man. I love RJ Watkins. I love Timmy Tim. I love Flex. LaWanda, Betty, Marquise, RJ Jr. I love everybody here. I love this staple that has been in the community for over 40 years now. And I want to make sure that all the community taps in to WHPR every day of the week. It's a great show on every day of the week on major platforms, Roku, Fire Stick, TV 33 on demand. You know, they're just all around the world. So just tap into their YouTube station on WHPR on YouTube as well. You know, so tap in, come get you a show down here at WHPR. Support black businesses. You know, Jazzy is always about supporting black businesses. So come and support this black business. Come to their events. Come get you a show. Come get an interview by one of the great hosts that they have at the station, you know. So, we're going to talk about me for a minute because you know what? When I was here, my day was Wednesday, and it was always Jazzy Day, and it's Jazzy Day again. I am so happy. God is so good to me. He is, which I'll say, God is good all the time. That's right. That's right. God is good all the time. And I just want to give him all praises this morning. Whoa. I want to give him all praises this morning. I want to give God all praises this morning. And I just want to thank him for letting me be here, for letting me do the things that I do, for giving me the talent that he has blessed me with for my born day. And it is my birthday month. My birthday was July the 6th. And yes, I'm still celebrating. And this is a part of my celebration of my life. And I want everybody to come down to my party. I'm having a party at Loving Life Club. Yes, at 19960 James Cousin. And what better way to celebrate but at a club called Loving Life? And plus, it's a universal birthday. So you can come down there and celebrate your birthday as well. And if you call me up at 248-508-2094, I'll make you a flyer for free. And it's free entry. Okay, so you know what? So y'all just say happy birthday to Jazzy. Happy birthday, Jazzy. You know, I say it to myself. While we're waiting for Billy E. Jones to get in the building, I'm just gonna, let me do a recap of something. I love my city. I love Detroit City. I was born and raised here, but yesterday and the last couple of days, they had a couple of block parties around the city, and they caused some havoc. Burnt up a car. And we need to gain control of this violence in our city. We need to gain control of the young people in our city. Because as one of my partners, Lawrence Jacquees Kelly of Billy O'Near, he is changing the narrative of the YNs. And I have to give him this because he says, YNs, think of yourself as young kings. Let's change that narrative of YNs to young kings. And that's from, I want to make sure I note that that's from Lawrence of Billionaire. He's a black designer. Go check him out on Facebook and IG. And congratulations, he's out in Vegas getting married to Millie. Congratulations, on a prosperous abundance of life in marriage and love. Now y'all connected by God, so no one can stop you now. No one can stop you now. But we want to get back to the subject of the violence in the city. And I had saw Mike Duggan on the news the other day talking about, the block parties and how they had to call in reinforcements to contain the havoc that was going on 7 Mile and Myers. But as he talked, I was listening, and he stated that the young people found out that the police, the mobile police, they're off the street about like 3 p.m. And so they know that, so they know where to gather at, and it's not as much police at night as it is in the day. And I've noticed that myself. I've noticed that, because I run around a lot through the day. And I have noticed that there is a multitude police in the daytime. I noticed them at least until like 5 or 6, really past the 3 of what Mike Duggan said, but past that 3 o'clock mark. But then after about 6 o'clock, I really don't see police presence in the city that much as I do in the daytime. So, I would think it would be reversed. I would think that you would have more police prevalence at nighttime when, everybody, they say the freaks come out at night, right? So if the freaks come out at night, I believe that there should be more presence of police at nighttime instead of in the daytime when you have good citizens riding around, just getting to and fro work, when school is in school, and taking care of their daily errands, So I would think that you would have, those police mostly at nighttime when crime really does happen. Crime really does happen at night. People's houses get broken into at night. People get robbed on the street at night. People are drinking and driving. They didn't have their level of liquor. Now they drunk. Now they driving. They didn't got high or whatever they didn't got high on, and now it's then kicked in, now it's night. So I believe, a lot of cars get stolen at night. I don't think most of these things happen in the daytime. So, I think more police should be present in the nighttime when crime really increases. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to change that up. And while I'm sitting here waiting on Billy E. Jones, I want to give a shout out to all the black organizations that I know of who are doing phenomenal work in the city, trying to bring our city back together in a community. And the first ones I want to shout out is Zeke of Detroit, Era of Detroit. Got the boots on the ground. He marching. He at these gas stations. He's shutting stuff down. He is really putting that work in, and his whole team is putting that work in with him. And I want to make sure y'all go and support this man. Go volunteer. Go donate some money, because all these organizations, they need money to make people aware and to stop this violence. And I want to bring up Brilliant Detroit. They're all around the city. In neighborhoods and communities. Go support them. Go look them up. I want to bring up 313 Detroit. Go support them. I want to bring up it's so many people out here doing so many things. Crime in the D, that station, support that station. That keeps us abreast of what's going on daily in Detroit. How can we support all of these things, to bring our city to decrease the violence for our children, for our elderly people, and of course for people my age as well. But mainly we want to protect our seniors. We want to protect our young people. And young people, I want to tell you that the world is yours. The world is yours. The world is yours right now. It is your oyster. And whatever you make the world to be, that's what it's going to be. So whatever you're doing now, that is going to be your future. Understand that. Understand that very clearly. Just because you're young today and it's like free and flowing and ooh la la, one day you're gonna be my age. And hopefully you look this good. Was I just saying? But you gotta live right. You gotta live right. You gotta live right. You know, to keep that melon popping. You gotta live right. So I want to, get back to the young people. However you're living your life today is going to reflect 20 years from now. So if you're out here doing a lot of drugs, if you're out here doing crime, if you're out here having sex with no protection, you're open to a bad, disruptive future. So don't think just because you get older, things are going to flip around. They're going to turn good for you because you turned 40 or 50 years old. No, you're going to be that wino at the store that you're talking about now. You're going to be that wino on the corner by the time you're 50 and 40, and you won't have anything banked up in your Social Security. Let's keep it real. Oh, we're going to break. Let's go to break. All right, we're going to break. Billy Jones will be in the building in a second. Let's go. Does he know nonsense? The poet. Okay.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Watch us on the RJ Watkins page so that you can see us live. And if right now, if you want to call in, you want to talk to me, I'm going to just say this. This young lady has her own beat. That's why I wasn't here. I wanted you to totally get the jazzy, no nonsense experience. And in fact, my throat is hollering, saying, Billy, I'm hurting. And why don't you just step to the side and let Jazzy do what she's doing, because she can do it like nobody else on the Talk Beat Jones. Jazzy, can y'all take me off the camera, please?
Let's go. I want to say thank you, Billy Jones, for inviting me to your awesome platform.
I tell you, this is the platform that Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler has put together with the greatness of Mr. Timmy Tim, because we want the world to see, the world to understand that this station, we're giving you the greatest, the best. Yes. This lady right here has her own style, her own platform, the way that she do things. Her crew, man, you got to watch her crew. That's why I want her to talk to you about what she is able to bring to the world on the Talk Beat Jones. Do it, okay?
All right, let's go. Y'all know as once
give it that one shot, y'all.
I'm Jazzy, and I am the CEO of the Elite Money Squad. Mm-hmm. Okay, the Elite Money Squad. The reason why I named my company the Elite Money Squad is it's not about money. Yeah, we want some money for sure. Okay. But we do things on the elite status.
Talk about
we want to change the narrative of that word as well.
Okay.
Right. So we want to bring that word back to us as elite people that we are.
Okay.
We are elite people with methylated.
Talk to him. I told you she's going to teach.
That's right.
Royals
up in here. Royals up in here.
Come on now. Well, maybe we ought to stay on here together. I was going to turn the total to you, but I think I can backdrop to you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So
throw it out there, Jasmine.
We got your king and you got a queen.
Oh,
and we all got our tribes.
Talk to me.
Billy got his tribe.
Ow!
And I got my tribe. And my tribe is called the Elite Money Squad, okay? And I am here to, to get with the community, to raise awareness to all, y'all know I made a movie called Snatch to bring awareness to human trafficking, right? And that is one of the things that is happening at a rapid race in urban, let's get it right, urban communities. Right now to this day, there's over 300,000 children missing right now. And a lot of those children have this color skin. So if we know that it's happening to our children, our future, we need to have boots on the ground every day. We need to have people in their cars riding the neighborhoods, looking through those alleys, looking at those vacant houses to keep our children in our city safe. That's what it's all about. Because if we not doing nothing for the children, we not doing nothing. Okay? And that's what the Elite Money Squad is all about. Bringing adults, children to my brand to uplift them, to get them on a career path, to show them it is so many other things in this world. And right now up on the screen, I want to let everybody know Jazzy is a script writer for hire. Okay? She is a script writer for hire. So if you need a movie wrote, you need a play wrote, you need a poem, maybe you need a poem for a special event, maybe you need a poem for a funeral, I'm your girl to call. 248-508-2094. I have a movie on Amazon Prime right now called Regret. It's called Regret, one of the movies I wrote, directed, and produced. And this movie is about sometimes you don't get a chance to apologize. Sometimes you don't get a chance to make it right. So when you do things, make them come from the heart first. If you do things out of love and you do things out of righteousness and goodness, you won't regret a lot of things in your life. You won't have that mistake of you be the one bawling at the funeral because you ain't talked to that loved one in 2 years. Or you ain't made up with that loved one over an argument y'all had. Now y'all ain't talked in 10 years. Over something that was really frivolous that you probably don't even remember what it was about, but you held on to that anger. And you forgot even what you was mad about. That's why I wrote that movie of regret. Don't have regrets. Look at a situation for what it is in your face right now and hold your accountability to whatever it is. Hold your accountability. And if you hold your accountability, you will learn a life lesson. You will learn a life lesson not to make that mistake again. But if you just keep on rolling on and you just throwing people to the curb, burning bridges over here, burning bridges over there, then you're going to have a lot of regrets. You're going to have a lot of regrets. So I want to make sure everybody go check out. It's only $1.99 to rent it. And it's only $4.99 to buy it. I think you should buy it because you're going to want to watch it more than once. And you're going to want your friends and your family to see it. So go to Amazon Prime, get my movie, Regrets, and, download that thing. And, I'm going to switch up on the subject a little bit because I also do have a movie called Love and Laughter, a comedy special on Amazon Prime as well. Costs the same price. But let's talk about laughter and let's talk about love. That's what everybody want in their life, right? Laughter and love. They go together hand in hand, because laughter makes you live longer. Laughter makes you look good when you smile. Laughter brings people together. Love brings people together. So those two mix. You need to go watch that Love and Laughter where you can have a feeling of joy, especially if you're in a depression state right now. If you have anxiety issues, you need to laugh. You need to laugh. That would cure a lot of those ailments. Sometimes it's not a pill that you need. You need some love and you need some laughter. And that's a cure to so many diseases. Okay? So we need to be trying to laugh every day. Y'all see, I'm always goofy and I'm always laughing at myself. That's why at my party, I'm having a Jazzy roast, but nobody keep on telling me they don't want to roast me. I'm like, come on, people. I want to laugh at myself. I want to hear people tell jokes about me. I mean, don't go hard on your girl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying make me cry. I said laugh. Okay. Make me laugh. So I'm just trying to get people to step up and roast me. Y'all see that flyer right there. Jazzy's birthday roast. That is so much fun. I think it's so much fun to get people to sit up here and tell jokes about me. I want to see somebody mimic me. Oh my God, that's got to be like so hilarious because I done seen other people doing this like so funny to me. You know, as long as it's coming out of a place of love, it's no harm to it, right? So come people, somebody sign up to come roast me. I done asked my daughter. I done asked my girl Shani D, the comedian. She said no. I done asked like 2 or 3 people. They like, no. I'm going to have to roast myself. I'm gonna have to roast myself. Be like, Jazzy, look at your big nose. You got a big nose. Girl, look at the big teeth. You know what I'm saying? I have to do it myself, you know, with your quirky self. But I'm just loving being here on this platform today. Y'all don't even know how elated I am about being back in the building and seeing my lovely, I gotta always say, H.T. Tyler. Gotta say H.T. Tyler all the time. That is the man. He is the engineer. He is the engineer. Y'all can learn so much from this man right here. I was thinking about H.T. Tyler when I was on my way here, and I was like, man, if I had knew that man like earlier in my life, I would be a better Jazzy. I know I would be. If I had met him like 10 or 15 years ago, I would be a better Jazzy. For real, for real. So that's what WHBR brings here. You know, they uplift you here. It's an uplifting spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want y'all to make sure y'all tap in to WHBR always on Wednesday with the Billy E. Joe Show. That's for sure. Because I know he be kicking it the real. You know what I'm saying? I know he be keeping it real. You know. So, you know, we want to talk about a lot of other things that's on Jazzy plate right now. Okay? She got a lot of stuff on her plate. And, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I don't work for no company. I work for my brand exclusively. So I need some sponsorships. I need some sponsorships. I'm making films straight out my pocket, okay? I'm doing events. I'm promoting my artists, getting them on the platforms that they need to be on to be heard and seen. You know, so being an entrepreneur, it's not an easy life. It's not an easy life, but it's a passion. It's a passion that you can't put out the fire with. You can't put no water on it to put it out. It just grow and grow and grow and grow. Oh, you can find me. I am Googleable Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet, Jazzie NONNONSENSETHEPOET. Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet. You can find me on all platforms that way: YouTube, Facebook, IG, TikTok, and Google as well. You tapping back in? What is Billy? Oh, okay. I love it. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go follow me, you know, checking my events. And I want to talk about this one special event that I have coming up August the 17th. This is some events I have, you know, be like, ooh, yeah, but some of them are really close to my heart. And this one right here is really close to my heart, that's going down August 17th. And I do need some sponsorships because the kids going to be going back to school, so we need backpacks and paper and water for this particular event. It's called Generation X Family and Fun Day. Y'all, I'm Generation X, right? That's right. I'm Generation X right here. It's Family and Fun Day because me and other counterparts, we're, you know, it takes a village to raise the kids, right? And as an entrepreneur, I gotta say I'm guilty of sometimes honing in so much on my brand. I have grandchildren, and sometimes I miss them, but by my tunnel vision on my brand. But of course, you know, their mother and father raises them great. But it said, so someone called me up and was like, you know what? I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs maybe like that as well. You know, who have a lot of time for their brand, and got grandchildren as well. So we made this event, Generation X Family and Fun Day, to bring out the grandmas, the nanas.
Jazzy, you mean it's for everybody?
It's for everybody.
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 They're going to come out when?
August the 17th, 2025. Location will be disclosed. That's why you got to call me at 248-508-2094. It's a $20 reservation fee because we're feeding everybody. It's $20 for a family, not per person. It's $20 for a family. So we're going to have, the bounce houses out there. We're going to have the music out there playing, and we're going to connect in a loving family way and make sure that our grandchildren know that we're here for them all the time, that it's all about them once again. And for our children, our grandchildren, to connect with other people that we know, that are good people, our age, and they can make new friends. They can have a whole new network as well, because sometimes, maybe your children are not around, good people all the time. And this is a way that you can connect your children to a network of other grandmas, grandpas who are raising their children, their grandchildren right, and you can connect with those type of people. So it's all about spreading that love and that connection. It's all about spreading that love and that connection. And I want to say what's up to everybody on my Facebook who didn't tap in. What's up, LaShawn, my baby? Renee, Mika, hey, my baby, y'all make sure y'all tap into LaShawn. Yes. So, it's all about the kids. And make sure y'all at that Generation X, August 17th. Call me to get involved because we're not disclosing the location into a further notice. So, but you can call me to get all the details at 248-508-2094. Okay, so that's one of my events that's really passionate to my heart. And everything, I really have passion about. This next event I want to talk about is going to happen in Chicago. It's going to happen in Chicago, people. We got a Detroit to Chicago fashion show sponsored by I Said It Management out of Chicago. And what this fashion show is about is to bring more awareness to human trafficking. So also I'm going to be down there filming Snatchers Part 2 for human trafficking. So we got the Black Collar Bus by Toya Reed. She's going to get us down there on the Black Collar Bus, and y'all make sure y'all tap into Toya's Reed Bus. She's doing travel tours. So look up her on Facebook, Toya Boutique or Toya Reed for the Black Collar Bus. And that's how she's going to get us down there to make people, because Chicago, another major city, urban city, the rate of human trafficking is out the door, okay? But we're going to come back in a minute. We're going to come back in a minute with Billy Jones and Jazzy No Nonsense the Poet, because it's Jazzy Day, because Billy said so. I said so too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see y'all back in a minute. Let's go.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHBR-TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
Clean up on aisle 5. Sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind, and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help.
For more information, go to treasurer.waynecounty.com.
We're here to help.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
We back, y'all, on the Billy E. Jones. I'm sitting right here co-hosting, and it's just the seat feel like heaven. It feel like heaven. It feel like heaven. But I want to get back, and I want to shout out, and I want to say, thank you to all my Facebook friends who are watching, all my supporters who watching. I want to say thank you to all my supporters in everything that I do. Everybody who shows up all the time for Jazzy, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't know how much it truly means to me when you show up, Because I'm doing this, I'm doing this for myself, but mainly I'm doing this for the community. I'm doing this for the community mainly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say, when I do events and things like that, most of the time I may not get paid. Because I'm going to look out for my squad first, and they're going to get paid, and the people are going to have a good time. That's mostly of an entrepreneur's life until we hit that certain plateau, that we start paying ourselves. So when you're looking at an entrepreneur, especially somebody who's been in the game for 5, 6, 7 years, you know what I'm saying? Mostly they're paying out. They're not paying themselves. They're paying out. So when you look at us and be like, oh, they got all this money in the world. No, we don't, because we're helping other people all the time. So all our resources, that's why we need sponsorships. And I want to say out to the community, to Detroit, to the community, all the stores that's in the community. I'm talking to the dispensaries. I'm talking to the gas stations. I'm talking to the nail shops. Yeah, I'm talking to you. We as entrepreneurs of Detroit need your help. So y'all guys need to get involved in our community where y'all feeding y'all kids off of, and we need to feed our kids as well. So y'all need to start giving back. Y'all need to start giving back. Y'all need to start giving back to our school systems, start giving back to whatever we're doing, because we are the ones who are patronizing y'all establishments every day. We are the ones putting y'all kids through college. We are the ones putting clothes on your back. We are the ones who got you driving in those nice cars. We are the ones. So we need some of that back. We need some of that back. For real. We need some of that back. We need y'all to come together and say, we need to do something for y'all city that y'all get all. I know y'all probably ride back to the suburbs. I know that. But while y'all here, y'all need to give back. And I'm making a call to action, because I do run a podcast called Call to Action. Well, we're just starting up. We had our first show last week at the Winter Circle Podcast with Sharon Purify. So, but we had a great speaking, because one thing about talking, you have to talk first, and then there's action. Talk first, then there's action. So now here's the action. We gonna put our boots on the ground, because we about to come knocking on y'all door. We about to come knocking. And I hope y'all open it. I hope y'all swing that door open and say, come on right in. What you need, how can we be of assistance? Because if not, we'll deal with that later. Okay, then we have another call to action. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's Detroit right now is one of the, I think, 11 in count for the richest city in the country right now. Detroit is number 11. You know how many cities it is? So we not broke out here. Maybe I am, but maybe I am. But y'all, like, I need some of that money. I need some of that money. And so y'all can send it to my Cash App like everybody else. Y'all can send it to my Chime, Jazzy No Nonsense Support on my Cash App. My Chime is Amina Nelson, AMENIANELSON. Hit my Chime account, hit my Cash App account, because I need all the help I can do to keep these boots on the ground, to keep all these things going on for the community, to keep us together. You know what I'm saying? And we know the people out there with the money, stop holding on to the money. Let the money go, because you can't take it with you. That's one thing you can't do, is take the money with you. Because I'm going to tell you, you know how, hey, that generation be done made a ton of money, right? Your grandfather, your grandmother, they be done brought a house, car. They have everything set. What that second generation come and do? Tear it down. All y'all tear it down. You be like, oh, this house been in the family for 30 years. Soon as y'all got it, it's gone in 2. Y'all don't even pay the tax. Y'all, wait, we got to clean up our own backyard. When our people are setting stuff up for us, don't lose it. You know how hard it is for us to obtain things. You know, black people, melanated people, we have to do everything at 1,000%. 1,000, not 100, 1,000. 1,000%. We can't have all our I's got to be dotted, our T's got to be crossed, all of those things when you're melanated. So when a generation before you has made things good, left you a good sheet, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Yes, Billy. And so, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all know Jazzy is always about the community. Y'all, you know, that's showing my age right here. Ooh, I'm hot. But I'm thankful to be hot. I'm thankful to be hot. You know why I'm thankful to be hot? Because God let me get to this age where I'm hot for real. Not just hot, sexy, but hot, literally. You know, so we're going to get to more of Jazzy events that she got going on, because I got a lot of stuff going on. All right, and I want to give some shout-outs to all my major players in my life. I want to give some shout-outs to all the major players in my life. And let's go. We want to give a shout-out to Gemini, the realest comedian, one of the funniest comedians in the city. What's up? I want to give a shout-out to Ballin' on Blessings. I want to give a shout-out to Rock Wilson, my right-hand man, my videographer, my cinematographer, and he's a rapper. Cole Art Media. Make sure y'all go check him out. I want to give a shout out to Toya Reed. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to Toya Reed of Toya's Boutique. Make sure y'all go check her out. She has the black collar bust. Make sure y'all go check her out. I want to give a shout out to Allure Me Extensions by CEO C. Dow. Go check her out. She creates t-shirts. She has a boutique as well. Go check her out, okay? I want to give a shout out to I Said It Management out in Chicago. Our connection. Go check him out. Marketing, promotion, event planner, honoree. Go check him out. I want to give a shout out to my distribution team, Curtis Elverson. Shout out to him, the One Shot Films. Let's go. I want to give a shout out to comedian Damon Blank. You know, that's Dollar Bill, the #1 hater. Always in all my movies giving me support. I want to give a shout out to Bird Gaston of the Bird Talk TV. I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to all my family, my mother, my daughter, my brother. All of them, you know I love you guys, and all my grandchildren. And my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful son-in-law. You know, no, I ain't gonna mention y'all names, but y'all know who y'all are, right? And I love y'all to death, right? On this great day. And I'm gonna come back to some shout outs later on, because I got some more stuff to say. I got some more stuff I wanna get out to the community and things like that. And so right now, It's summertime. It's summertime, and we got to keep everything safe and, keep our eyes open and patient and be alert to what's going on around here, because there's a lot of things that's going on around here that we need to be alert about, right? And we need to make more organizations, more groups to put the boots on the ground. So, you don't have to, because I know a lot of people, they don't want to join this group. They don't want to join. It's too many chiefs trying to be. Everybody can't be a leader. Sometimes you got to follow. Everybody is not made to be a leader. Don't hate on the leader. You don't know how much a leader, how hard it is to lead and always try to make the right decisions for everyone involved. That's what a leader has to do. A leader makes decisions for everyone, and they try to make the right decisions for a multitude. And everybody is not going to be happy about the decisions that they make. But everybody is not a leader. So sometimes it's cool to follow. Because when I could be a leader for my brand, but I will follow. I will follow. If it's time for me to follow, I'm going to follow. If someone got advice for me, say do this or do that or come over here and help me, I'm going to follow. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen. Not only listen, I'm going to receive the information. I'm going to receive the information. I'm going to follow in whatever that leader says. Just like when you go to work, your boss, you may not like your boss, right? Most people can't stand their boss, but you follow them for that paycheck, don't you? You be like, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, right? But behind you, like, I can't stand that so-and-so. But you do what they say because they're the leader. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes people got to stop letting their emotions rule their life. Most people around here, that's why there's a lot of violence. Because people go off emotion instead of logic. Because if you had logically thought about a situation that made you end up in prison, instead of went off of emotion because somebody made you mad, somebody disrespected you, somebody stepped on your shoes, somebody took your girl, or somebody took your guy. If you would have came off those emotions and said, you know what? There's more people in the world. I can let that go. I ain't got to go over there and break their car, break their windows out, or cuss their mama out, or chase their baby mama down the street. I ain't got to do that because it's somebody else out here for me, because you must not be for me if I got to go through all that type of drama. I got to put my life on the line for love. Ain't nobody never had to put their life on the line for love. That ain't what love do. Unless it's in a whole different circumstances and we getting robbed or something, and you put your life in the line and you my protector. That's love being my protector, but love don't make you do crazy stuff, so if you out there thinking, God said, you talking to somebody right now. I said, ooh. He said, if you out there thinking what you thinking, don't do it. He said, don't do it. He's saying right now it's going to be the last of you. It's going to be the last of you. So whoever I'm talking to, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't even know where that came from, but don't do it. Don't do it, because love conquers all. Love conquers all. Growth goes through all kind of borderlines. That's why you see the races mixing together, because that's love. Love is colorblind. Love is colorblind. Love don't see no color. That's why when you see the babies, when they 1 and they 2, and they go to school, they hug on anybody. Oh, and then the racist grown-ups come in and get away from them. The baby like, why? Why? That's my best friend. But we teach them that. We teach them these bad things. And they grow up and if you're a bad person, you ingrain that in their soul. Because once when people tell me, a lot, I'm a parent and I'm a grandparent. So I talk to a lot of people about, children and things like that. I said, whatever you root your child in, no matter what they do, they're going back to that root. If it's there at birth, if you give whatever you give that child from 1 to 7, because we know from a child from 1 to 7, that's when their personality is built, is engraved. So most likely, whatever your child is doing at 7, whatever you done put in them, church, not church, evil, not evil, whatever, it's gonna be there. Now you got a little leeway time, to fix it. But mainly, that's why the 3rd grade is such a political year in the world, because they know that is the time that your personality and your characteristics are being made. So I'm talking to all the people who's about to give birth or, got children right now. Kids are a sponge. That's why you see these little children at 7, 8 years old come to school with guns. Because at home, they got guns. And at home, they flicking them around and they saying, I'm going to kill this person, I'm going to kill this person. Because I'm mad, because emotions have taken over instead of logic. They don't say logically, look at my child watching me. They had never thought that child was going to go in that drawer and take that gun and put it to school and put it in a girl's face and shoot her. They never thought that was going to be. Because this was a child. But that's a sponge. And it's only going to do what you teach it and what you pour into it. So yeah, I put a lot of heat on parents. I put a lot of heat on parents on our status of our world today. I do. Because it was your job to raise them right. It was your job. You birthed them. You laid down. You did your thing. You birthed them. So it was your job to make them be able to walk amongst good people. And there's a lot of people that sacrifice many a nights, many a days to raise their children right. I know I did. I know I sacrificed. I worked hard. I talked to my children on a constant basis. Of course, they still gonna make mistakes. That's a part of life. But did they learn from the mistakes? Or how big was the mistake? Because once I always say, root your child in the way that they should go. And if you're bringing up an evil, if you're an evil person yourself, and then your child end up doing evil things, don't cry to us. Oh, Billy wasn't like that. Yes, he was. And you knew it. And now you want us to save you. No. Just like the, other supporters. So yeah, don't cry about it. Don't cry. It's one state that I can't even think of the state that I think it's Virginia. I don't know. I can't remember right now. But a lot of parents are turning in their children to the state, taking them to the state and saying, I can't handle my own child. These kids, these not babies. They like, teenagers. I said, and now you want us to do it. You made this monster. And now you say you can't handle your own monster. And now you're giving them back to us. What kind of parents are y'all to give up on your own child that you made, labored, probably 20 hours of pay, and you threw them to the wolves? Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. It is shame on you for you people out there turning your children into the government of all people. Because you can't handle the monster that you made. You suffer with that monster. You suffer with that monster. You the one who spoiled that monster. You the one who didn't spank that monster. You the one who didn't discipline that monster. You the one who said, oh, just let him do what he want to do. He'll be all right. He do that all the time. You was that one. Now you want us to take care of him and drive us crazy. Now we got to be on anxiety medication. I tell you what, family.
This lady, as I stated to you, Jazzy, no nonsense. Tell me, where did the Jazzy, no nonsense come from? What is the original thought when you put that together? Because, I mean, as I sit out there with my throat bad.
Yes.
You know, my throat was bad.
Yes,
That's
it
why I
is.
wasn't here, y'all. My throat was bad.
Yes.
But also my ears was just getting that fantastic feeling of love and energy and that laughter.
Yes.
That no nonsense laughter. I mean, in your face, here it is, here's what's really going on. But you know what? After all that you see and you do and you go through, you can still laugh.
Yes.
You can still enjoy
Yes.
that.
Yes.
That you have to, they say, draw either the lemon or the lemonade, where it still draw that laughter that overcomes everything.
Yes, sir.
But Jazzy,
Yes.
before you get out and people be saying, why didn't you do this, Bill? I'm one of those type of people. I believe in speaking my mind.
Speak it.
You are one of the best persons on television.
Thank you.
All the talk shows, hello,
Thank you.
hello. But I tell you what, right here at WHPR, WHPS, we have our own, give you my Jones things, star. The Jazzy, no nonsense. And family, I'm not stupid. I'm not ridiculous. I'm not retarded enough to sit here and watch and know that I have a star.
Thank you.
For those who know Linnell, ask Linnell about that guy named Billy Jones, okay? You can ask Linnell about that guy named Billy Jones, and she could tell you about that guy named Billy Jones. This is a star, and this is her beat. And so, Jazzy,
Yes.
In Living Color had Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
They had all those stars,
Yes.
but they had Jamie Foxx.
Yes, they did. And we got Jazzy.
And I was putting it together. You know, I ain't even got to tell you, girl. I mean, you know, shucks. I mean, I got the Jamie, but the name is Jazzy Nonsense. Nonsense.
I love it. I love
This is
it.
right here, family. You're seeing on the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy E. Jones, and like I said, I ain't stupid. And stupid just means that you don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See, I want to use that term for those people. Oh, you're stupid, and your people say, oh, you call me stupid. Stupid has another connotation to it. You just don't know, but you're willing to learn.
I'm willing to learn.
And family, I want to ask this young lady right now, Jazzy, not on just Billy E. Jones' behalf, but for the world audience who happen to tune in on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. to the Talk Beat Jones with Billy Jones, could I ask you, can we have you back again? Because I ain't scared to say this. I ain't scared to say this. I see segments with the Talk Beat Jones as you continue to do your own particular thing.
Yes.
But the exposure that this station has to offer its stars can continue to grow, family. I want you to understand WHPR is a star maker,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
okay? And that's what this is about. So if I could have you come and, you know, we could do segments in which you're still doing nothing but Billy had a bad throat, got to get out the way. The Jazzy No Nonsense segment.
Yes.
And then the growth that the folks will see
Yes.
is Jazzy and Billy.
Jazzy and Billy.
Jazzy and Billy. Okay?
Y'all
That-
see we together already. We can't match it in clothes
yeah,
today.
did
We didn't
it
talk
happen?
about this.
Did-
We did-
uh-uh.
Let me hold on. I gotta stand up. You see that gray? You see what he got on? Red and gray. We got on the same thing. The spirit was just like, yeah.
And it says, Billy, get that bad throw because they need to hear you in your entirety, your complete flow, uninterrupted. I know we have cast of friends and associates and all everybody else, but you know what? When you're a star and you're reaching out to the people to know you, sometimes you just got to do it on your own.
Right?
For folks to know what's really going on through your spirit, through your heart, and through your presentation without the ad lib from somewhere else.
Yes.
Ad libs is great.
Mm-hmm.
When we work together, you're going to get ad lib.
Yes.
But I want the folks to see strictly uncut, no chaser, the Jazzy No Sense effect.
Let's go.
How about that?
Let's go.
Now we're going to do a closeout, Jazzy. So before we do the closeout, why don't you say something to your friends, your family, your audience, and the world that is discovering you potentially for the first time, and let them know that you'll be back.
All right.
Please talk to them.
All right, now here we go, Billy E. Jones. I want to say one more time, thank you to this man for inviting me to this platform, and thank him for all the great things he said about me. He don't know I'm skipping and hallelujah right now in this chair, and he has made the rest of my year, okay? But I just want to give the energy of love. I want to give the energy of peace out here. I want everybody to say, stay on them knees praying. Stay on them knees praying for protection for our families, for your friends, for your daily. We need God every day. We need God every day. And I just want to say I love being here. I love all my squad, the Elite Money Squad. I love everybody that has helped me and supported me throughout this journey of entrepreneurship that is not a light journey, okay? And I want to say, yeah, sponsors, come our way.
Come on, way. And did you hear one thing she said? And all that she had to say, she said, with God. With God. As I said, we don't do a platform about all that, but I want you to understand the spirit that works within us, understanding that God has made you, made me to bring out that spiritual, and you ain't got to talk about it, grab my knees for nobody. Mm-hmm. But God's within us, okay? On the Talk Beat Jones, remember, it's coming. You saw a shot of it, but you're going to get to love it. Tell your friends about it. Love it, share it, like it. Talk Beat Jones, we're on there every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Also on Sundays on 15.2. You can go to YouTube, TV33 on demand. You can also watch us live in the production time, live time on the R.J. Watkins page. At times, as we go along, you're going to want to call and talk to Jazzy when she's here. Billy, I'm always going to be around you. Love you, appreciate you. We got to go, but tell your friends, Talk Beat Jones on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 11, and also on Sundays on 15.2. And YouTube, TV33 on demand. He's grabbing me by the neck, pulling me out here. But I got Jazzy with no nonsense, so I know you got to put a little humor in this too. Jazzy, say goodbye to him yourself.
Goodbye, my babies. Peace and love and soul. Relax, relate, release.
All right.
Have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.